and I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Ophiuchus, the 13th zodiac sign. How y'all doing? Welcome. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? How y'all doing? I see my boos are in here. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Linda Wolf. Everybody's here. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Let's see what Holy Spirit has for y'all this evening for Ophiuchus. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, so what do we have? We have, we're going to be going into the, what's this? Modern Witch Tarot. The Modern Witch Tarot. Look at me. I got 1,001 things going on up here. Popcorn, lids, pens. Let's get an inset. Let's go ahead. Let's kick it off with prayer. Now, let me just forewarn, the Ophiuchus sign is really, all 12 zodiac signs can listen. It can resonate. Okay. All 12 zodiac signs, it can resonate for. It especially will resonate for my Scorpios and my Saggies, or if you're a cusper right in the middle there. Okay. But it can resonate for all the other signs as well. Okay. Hey, Roy Wilson. Hello, Michelle Harris. So let's kick it off with prayer. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine creator, I thank you so much for this moment in time to be able to go into the tarot for Ophiuchus, as well as those who will be joining us from the collective. I ask for protective white light around myself, my home, and all that belongs to me. I ask, Father God, that you would please bless this reading by way of Holy Spirit with clear, honest messages. I thank you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let it be so shall it be forever and always. Ashe. Okay. Hey, Roy. Michelle Harris. Miss Pitt. Slay Princess. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. All right. So we're going to do Ophiuchus real quick before we get into the collective. I feel very rested. I don't know why I've been sleeping so much. Whenever I'm about to sleep like this, I sleep a lot. It feels like I'm about to, it's some ascensions going on or getting ready to go on, because I slept. I helped my son because, you know, with us being snowed, they have canceled school yesterday and they're canceling it tomorrow. So I got up. Remember I told you I had a doctor's appointment, but they called early, canceled. So y'all, I was tired, but not like super tired. But man, I told myself, I'm going to just take me a little nap. I woke up, it was evening. I don't know. Like I slept like 4 or 5 hours. I was like, what is going on? I don't sleep like that. Anybody who knows me, I don't sleep like that. I slept though. And now I feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, energized, ready to go, ready to jump in. Okay, hey, Slay Princess. Look at you, girly. So this is a Modern Witch Tarot for Ophiuchus. And like I said, this could resonate for all 12 zodiac signs. So don't be surprised if you happen to be watching and we're like, what is Ophiuchus? Ophiuchus is the 13th zodiac sign. It is not recognized, but some people love it. Come to find out, some people, especially people who fall in the 13th, in the middle there, they like, because it always resonates. But I found that it can resonate for all the signs. My Ophiuchus does, anyway. It's like a collective. All right, there we go, there we go. Let's get it, let's go. Holy Spirit, what is it that you got for Ophiuchus? Well, ain't no sun, moon, Venus. What do you got for Ophiuchus? In the collective, what you got for Ophiuchus? First card out is the moon. Something's being hidden. Let's see what's going on here. What's up, Roy? My readings be accurate. Thank you, baby. Temperance in reverse. Somebody did not see something about being out of balance. Not being able to ground. Not being able to alchemize. And something coming to the end, an end with the world in the upright. World in the upright. Justice is in the upright. Well, it looks like something worked out, though. Let's see. What else you got, Holy Spirit? What else you got? You want both of them or just one? No, wait. Just one card on it. You want both of these? Yep. All right. So then we got the Ace of Swords here in reverse and the Six of Swords in the upright. All right. So let's see. There we go. Moon in the upright. Temperance came in reverse. That's how it looks upright. World, like I said, was in the upright. Justice in the upright. Ace of Swords in the is in reverse. That's how it looks upright. Came in reverse, and the Six of Swords is upright. All right, how you doing? What's your name? Platu's Day. How you doing? And Joyce and Carla Childs. Okay, so the moon here. Somebody did not see themselves being out of balance after something came to a close. They just didn't see it. They didn't foresee being out of balance. They thought maybe, you know how sometimes when some things you just think you can handle it till you actually go through it. Then when you go through it, it's like, oh man, I thought I was going to be one way and then come to find out you're another way. So here with the moon here in the upright, somebody is ungrounded. They're feeling out of balance, like they can't alchemize. They did not think that this was going to happen when it ended. Now, despite feeling out of balance about something, something was fair. So it's like on one hand, it's almost like, because I see two different things. I see temperance here, justice. So some could say, well, that is contradictory. But we're going to talk about how it's not necessarily contradictory. Because you know how like sometimes when some things close, it's bittersweet. Kind of like when you move out of a house that you raised your kids in, right? Let's say you're transitioning, you've raised your kids, you don't need a big old house anymore, you're ready to downsize because it's just you and your spouse, or it's just you by yourself, and you realize that it's a bittersweet transaction. So on one hand, you feel out of balance, but on the other hand, when this door closed, it was going to put some other things in balance in your life. So it was like there was some things behind the scene that were going to work out and balance out after all, even though it seemed bittersweet. That's how I'm getting. So something definitely did come to an end. There it is again, Ace of Swords. Something did come to an end. It's this finality, because we also have the world here. Now, whatever came to an end, this was a permanent change. You know how like some things in our lives, once we come to the end of the road, you don't go backwards. When you leave elementary school, you don't go backwards. When you leave high school, you don't go backwards. When you finish, well, you can go back to college anytime you want to, if you want to change careers. But certain stages in your life, you cannot go backwards. This is one of these. Once I make this change, I'm not going back. This is a permanent change here. Okay. Hey, Cindy. And hello, Cindy. Okay. So here it is. This change, though, was going to bring someone to peace with Six of Swords here in the upright. It's a bittersweet change, but I'm definitely feeling at peace. There's some parts that make me sad, but there's some parts that make me feel balanced. I'm telling myself the truth. This is a good thing that's happening. I'm moving towards peace. But like I said, bittersweet, bittersweet. Let's talk about the moon. Something here somebody did not see. All right. Y'all, I feel so good. That little nap, I don't know what them afternoon naps, but you know what? Now that I think about it, when I be at work, I do get sleepy. Your girl, let me be sleepy. I'll be putting the mail in the box. and mail in my hand, box open. Oh, Lord, I didn't fell asleep. Oh, Lord, I fell asleep. So here we go. So let's talk about the moon. Now, when I was in high school, I used to fall asleep standing up. My teacher, if I fell asleep in class, she'd be like, come stand at the front of the class, Tasha. And then if I fell asleep standing there, ooh, child, she gets so bad. How you sleep standing up? Child, I don't know. Let's see what you don't see. Let's talk about the moon. Hello, Constantine and GN. I'm the mod, baby. I ignore my trolls this year. Ain't nobody got time for their nonsense. If you want to be a hater, hate somewhere else. The Two of Pentacles is in the upright. Somebody did not see. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see what they didn't see. Somebody did not see themselves juggling. They weren't expecting to have to go through trials and tribulations. Hey, Melanie. What's up, Amy? Hey, James. Hey, Balance Great Witch. Thank you, John Leonatis, for the floating heart. Hey, baby. Hey, Amy. Welcome to the channel. So here, somebody did not see themselves juggling in a financial way or in their emotions. They're here. The mountains being black means that you did not see yourself going through some heavy trials and tribulations and not being able to get out of it. You weren't expecting it. Somebody was not expecting to be juggling financially, emotionally, or not knowing how to fix it. They were not expecting to be blocked. So this is somebody feeling like they came to a wall. In other words, I got some things blocking me from getting out of this situation. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Hence that black mountain there. You see what I'm saying? Those mountains represent trials and tribulations. And someone feels blocked, like, how am I going to get out of this? I have to protect myself. True. But if you're feeling like money is blocked, then this is maybe why you feel like you're juggling, right? So somebody is definitely feeling like they have been blocked financially. And they've been carrying a lot of burdens on their back. So it's like someone has a lot on their plate. I'm carrying everything. I'm responsible for carrying it all. I've got a lot of plates spinning. All these things are on my back. I have to carry all these wands. It's really, really hard. And sometimes we can get to a point where it's just like, I just don't even know what else I'm going to do. So I don't know what happened here, but there is some financial blockages. And somebody was not sure how they were going to get out of it. Let's talk about Temperance here in reverse. Thank you, Wreck It. Wrecked her, damn near killed her. The wreck damn near killed her. Okay, thank you for the floating heart, baby. Welcome to the channel. I see you, John. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, John's in Oklahoma. He probably got, it seems like everybody anywhere near the Midwest, we are all getting it. Even down south, my parents said that they had ice. Let's talk about Temperance in reverse. Hey, Gunner. Temperance in reverse, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Brandy Harris, for the laughing disco. And welcome to the channel. What's up, Tammy? Terrell, good day. How you doing? Thank you. Wrecked her, damn near killed her. Thank you for the flower. All right, so we had the King of Wands in reverse, Tower in the upright, Queen of Swords. Okay, so somebody feels out of balance. Why do they feel out of balance? Hey, Roy Vine, and thank you for the 100 jewel. Somebody feels like, now you was just talking about it was 81, Linda. Wasn't that you? It was one of y'all was somebody was 81 just the other day in Florida. Now you talking about this freezing. I'll take your freezing in Florida over all this damn snow. Because where my house sits, y'all remember yesterday when I said I was out there shoveling, and they may be like, Tasha, what do you mean it was high as your thigh? Well, my neighbor's snow, the way that my house sits, it blows. I get the wind drift of the snow. So certain parts of my yard really were higher than normal. You know, it was about 10 to 13 inches. But because the way the snow built, I had walls, child. I had so many walls of snow. How you doing, Amy? Now, it says here with the Temperance, part of this person felt out of balance. King of Wands in reverse, Tower in reverse, Queen of Swords is in the upright. All right, the knowledge is somebody was not on their position. Maybe you had a partner with the King of Wands. Now, this time I'm reading the King of Wands as somebody who was irresponsible. This is not somebody who is leading because it's in reverse, Leo energy. So there's Pisces, Cancer is also out here. You all. So here it is. Libra is also out here. Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio. All right. And then we got Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Okay. So far, that's what I have. Now, here with this King of Wands in reverse, somebody, and it could be any of my fire signs, but I did say Leo, but it could be any of my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. But with that King of Wands in reverse, somebody feels like their person was not a leader. This is somebody who is dropping responsibility. They're not leading properly. They have dropped responsibility. And in doing so, it calls someone a tower. Now, this is now somebody reflecting on the tower. The Queen of Swords, this is somebody, a Queen of Swords, that's my Libra energy. You're looking at the situation. And, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I wish that you probably would have reflected on this sooner, but it looks like, you know how like after the aftermath, you're doing your assessment and somebody's assessing the tower and the tower was like, well, I'm out of balance because my person dropped position. They're not leading properly. They're being irresponsible and their irresponsibility is causing me to have that temperance in reverse where I can't alchemize. It's almost like somebody feels like part of why they're in something, while it is your fault, but part of why you're in it was because of somebody else's decisions too. The world is in the upright. Maybe a relationship came to an end. How you doing, love and light? Yo, welcome to the channel. The Real Cortez, how you doing? Mandy Hood, hello. How y'all doing? Hello, Hiram. Welcome to the channel, baby. Okay, and Cindy has said, y'all please double tap y'all screens because it's 109 and only 31 likes. Please double tap on my face or hit the 3 dots in the top right corner. What's up, 504 Bryant? Let's talk about the world here in the upright. So something needed to come to an end. Maybe it was this relationship. If one person's, you know, not carrying their responsibility, it could definitely cause some sort of ending. So we got the Queen of Wands here in the upright. Ace of Pentacles in the upright. And the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the relationship ended. Someone left another person for dead. Okay, and remember, I just said that King of Wands is in reverse. Somebody was not being the leader that they needed to be. They left them and they were being very irresponsible. But you're looking at the situation and judging your tower. How did I get here? What causes? What did I miss? This is you doing a thorough assessment of, oh, okay, this is what happened. This is what I need to do differently. Someone has 10 swords. This person repeatedly hurt me over and over again. They put me in a position to be hurt over and over again. And the 10 of swords is also, 10 is a number of completion. Well, since they have hurt me this month, the relationship is clearly over. So you and this person has ended. But despite the ending, and the world is here, which means that you're closing the door on the chapter with this person and you're walking into a new chapter in your life. Thank you, Rect, for the thumbs up. And how you doing, Sandra DePriest? So here it is. Okay, yes, Sandra. You know what? Sometimes things do happen to us, but it works out. It works out. So here it is with the Queen of Wands here in the upright. Despite somebody going to an ending and they've been done wrong by their person, this is somebody who decided, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity for me to change and boss up. Somebody decided to go through some sort of death in, well, I can't say death in transformation because it's not death. This is the Queen of Wands, but somebody definitely went through some sort of glow up and change. Now, Queen of Wands, see how she's holding that wand? So somebody did a little change. You didn't Houdini'd your situation and decided to take this opportunity to work on yourself, work on your confidence, and decided that, you know what? Instead of this ending, leaving me in the dark, and notice how the pink sky is here. This signals a new beginning. I'm going to take this opportunity to change, to glow up. Now, why do I say glow up? You notice how the sunflowers are by her head and they kind of turn towards her crown. And there's a sunflower here. Sunflowers always face the sun. So somebody is shining bright. They went through some sort of transformation. They're shining bright and they are getting a brand new financial beginning. So instead of just sitting here, blame, I'm going to blame you for why I'm not making it. You're the reason. Remember, I said you had to do an assessment. Yes, somebody did do wrong, but that's no reason for me to give up on myself. I'm going to just go through the transformation. I'm going to get a brand new financial beginning despite this ending. So somebody is taking personal responsibility, bossing up and taking charge and going for the bag. Okay. And Carla Childs is now saying, y'all, please double tap the screen. Hey, Tiffy love. Leo's son here. All right. So let's talk about justice, that Libra energy. Somebody was like, you know what? Remember how I said one thing ended, but it led to something. It was bittersweet. Okay, I broke up with my person. They're irresponsible. It was really messed up what I went through. But the sweet part, let's talk about what's getting sweet. Justice. The truth is my scales are still balanced. The truth is I'm still getting brand new financial beginning. The truth is life is good. I will reap what I sow. And if I reap well, I will sow well. So like if you sow well, you reap well, right? So let's talk about justice. So let's go into it. Your twin flame is a Libra. Oh, okay. How you doing, Sheila Marie? So let's talk about justice. So somebody is like, despite being done wrong, they can balance out their scales. You know what I'm saying? Death is in reverse. See, I can turn things around. It does not have to be over for me. Just because someone leaves your life does not mean you have to just roll over, take that, and let it just experience endings. You have a choice in the matter. Somebody fought like hell with the King of Swords here in reverse. I'm going to fight like hell that I'm not going to let this financial ending be the end of me. Somebody is grabbing life by the reins and they are pulling it in the direction of hard work and tenacity. Yes, perseverance. There go that tenacity. Somebody is resilient. They were like, I'm going to fight like hell for this. I'm going to fight like hell to get my life back under control. I'm going to balance out my scales. I can do this. I will do this. I am nobody's victim. I am a conqueror and I will succeed. I will succeed. So there's somebody is with strength, persevering. I like this. Hey, David Joseph. Welcome to the channel. So let's talk about the Ace of Swords. So you went ahead and one of the things that ended was your relationship. And maybe that is what you're choosing not to go back to with the Ace of Swords. So remember I said it was bittersweet. On one hand, it was bitter. Your relationship ended. Thank you, John, for the $10 super chat. God bless you, sweetheart. Tenfold, my love. Okay. Let's get into it. So here it is with the Ace of Swords. Someone has decided that there needs to be a permanent ending. Let's talk about what this permanent ending is. Four of Pentacles is in the upright. Everything is fine. It's in, oh, yeah. Okay. Listen, in order for somebody to be stable, relationship or not, if I'm going to take the swords out of my back, even if I'm, this is this person's thought. If I'm going to get back stable, and why this may be a partnership, if me being in a partnership and being stable or helping somebody be stable and y'all share a home or an apartment because that's a city or whatever, if it puts swords in your back, you cannot pretend everything is fine. Because when you're together, two is supposed to be better than one, right? So that means you should be twice as able to be stable than when you're by yourself, because it's two of y'all. But somebody's saying here, if the relationship is putting swords in my back, that stability, that relationship, and I end up hurt, that's not going to work for me. So somebody is making a conscious decision. See, this is how, you know how like some people have relationships where it's like, you have your money, I have mine. This is the type of stuff that happens. This is what leads to stuff like this. Somebody has decided that even if they were to go back into some sort of stable community, in order for them not to get hurt, they can't pretend that they didn't get hurt in this relationship. So in order for me to take the swords out of my back, I'm going to have to be closed off with giving. I'm not going to be able to just give money freely to a partner. In other words, somebody is, it's not out here, but the way it's feeling is that you're going to want a 50-50 partnership. 50-50 partnership. Okay. So it's like, I can't be the only one giving, because it hurts someone to be the only one giving. If your person is not being responsible in carrying their part, then your cup is quickly draining. It's because, remember, you did an assessment as the Queen of Swords. You looked at the good, the bad, and the ugly on why you are going through a tower. Part of it may have been over giving because you were the only one carrying all the burdens. So this time you definitely feel like you have to have a backbone. I have to protect myself if I'm the only one doing all the work, so that I don't end up back juggling. So I have to be a little bit more close-fisted with giving. Somebody is making their mind up. If I'm the only, I'm not taking care of everything, because I end up with 10 swords in my back, and my person left me for dead. So it was like, you know how like sometimes you love somebody so much you want to be their ride or die, and you want to have their back. Hey, Jessica Payton and Jamite and Cheyenne, welcome. You said, is it cutting out? Am I cutting out, y'all? Hey, Topher. Hey, Satara and Stephen Timbari, welcome to the channel. Is it cutting out? It's cutting out for y'all. I'm not cutting out at all. Linda says no. Cindy says no. For those of y'all that is cutting out, close it, close YouTube and open it back up and see if it works. Because see, I watch live as y'all are watching live, and mine's not refreshing. Mine is perfectly clear. See me? Perfectly clear. Yeah, Sheila, go out and come back in. Close YouTube, close it all the way out, and then come all the way back in and then come back. Okay? And see if that works. Okay. So let's talk about this. So here we go. Somebody has decided that they're going to stop giving money. I can't be the only one that has your back and you don't have my back. Somebody is like, it doesn't matter, relationship or not. If we're supposed to be together, and notice there's 2 ones on each side. That means I need to be balanced. You need to be balanced. Together, we're supposed to be even more stable. But if I'm the only one giving, then this means I'm the only one carrying things. And now I'm the one who's out of balance. Your cup will end up on E. So somebody is making up their mind. Never again in life am I going to be the only one giving. This it's not out here. But somebody is definitely wanting a balanced give and take relationship. Otherwise, they're keeping all of their money to themselves. If you're going to look out for you, then I'm going to look out for me. I hate that because on one hand, well, it's not a bad thing. Like my parents, they have shared an account for years. Never had a problem. When I was married, I shared an account with my husband for years. We never had a problem until he cheated. He cheated. And I had got paid one day on a Friday and he wiped out the entire account. All the savings, all the money, and left me with $20 for 2 weeks. And I had 2 kids. And I remember going, never again in life. And so I understand that. See, it worked until it didn't. And then when somebody does that to you, the panic that ensues, I had not bought groceries, paid a bill, none of that. And it was like, you learn from them types of mistakes. And then after that, we never had an account together. And I never shared an account with anybody after that because that type of stuff right there, it's like I have to watch my own back. And that's exactly what somebody's doing. In order for this person to find peace, they have to keep some stuff to themselves. So let's talk about, he ended up dying, honey. Karma caught up quite quickly for his ugliness. Let's talk about the 6 of Swords. I'm a widow because he died before we could get a divorce. But yeah, it caught up quickly. And he was giving warnings because I told him, I said, God don't like ugly. You keep on, you're not going to be here too much longer. And I kid you not, not even 6 months later, he kicked the bucket. It does happen. It does happen. What'd you say, Cheyenne? You said, do you think relationships can work with one giving more? You're in that exact same situation. Listen, I'm going to just say this. Hey, Slave Princess. And Mohammed Abdul, welcome to the channel, baby. Constantine, hello, baby. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick because she just said you're in that situation. I think that when you go through something, it tells how much somebody loves you. It will reveal their character. Not everybody will leave you high and dry. There are people who will keep their word. You have my back, baby. When it's your turn, I promise you, I'm going to free you. Let me give you a perfect example. The girl who calls her hair Donna. What is her name? She calls her name. She named her hair Donna. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about. She's a YouTuber, but she also has that show. Black lady. What is her name, y'all? She got that big old afro. She's so nice. What is her name? Tabitha Brown. Thank you, baby. Thank you, what's your name? Jerica. Thank you, baby. Jerica. Hey, Shy Lutz and Satara. Listen, Tabitha Brown's husband carried the majority of the bills. Tabitha wanted to be famous. Acting jobs didn't pay that much to be like a little filler. She would get little acting jobs here and there. She used to do like, what's that thing called? Like the little Uber Eats types thing or like, y'all know DoorDash. She used to do stuff like that while she went on auditions. She told her husband, who was carrying a lot, and this was hard on him, when I make it, I promise you, I will free you. You'll never have to work again. Her channel blew up, her YouTube. She ended up getting famous doing her cooking show on the Food Network. Then she ended up doing some TV shows and some movies. And then she started a hair care line. She is now promoting different products and things like that. So that being said, Tabitha Brown is a perfect example of somebody who kept their word and sure to her name. When she got famous, she told her husband, he was a police officer, you can quit now. Go do your do your dream job. All he wants to do is coach basketball for like high school kids and stuff like that. She freed him. That's so sometimes if you have a real one and real love, your person will stand by that. But here's the thing. You don't never know who you have that's real till you're going through a situation that it's required. You know what I mean? So you don't know if it's real until it's put to the test. Their relationship was put to the test. There were times he said it was hard carrying everything on my shoulders. But true to her word, now she put them in $1 million mansion. They live in a good life. And they all eat healthy and they're happy. They're healthy, happy, and financially free. And she kept her word. There are times. So I don't think everybody can judge the situation that way. Josie, I'm not taking personal questions. If you see the little yellow button at the bottom, that's how you book a personal with me. Okay. So sometimes, yes, a crisis can show people's character. That's real love. But not everybody. This is somebody who may have thought they had love, but their person wouldn't have their back. So that's how you know when somebody really loves you, when you go through the thick of a storm. Now, this person was done wrong. Whoever we're talking about here, they were done wrong. Now they're getting ready to move towards peace with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Cups in the upright, Nine of Cups in reverse, Two of Cups. See, this is what Spirit is saying it right here. So this lets me know that this was a situation where love was supposed to be present. This was supposed to be love. But notice one person's being more mature than the other one. This one's looking like a younger person than this one. So your person may have come to the table showing some immature behaviors. So like when one of y'all is more mature financially or emotionally, and that's exactly what this is saying. This person is more mature emotionally. The other person was being petty. See how she's standing on sand? So this means that this person probably is not going to be able to rationalize or think about other people. They're going to think about themselves. They don't even have the emotional capacity. There's no water here. So I don't have the emotional capacity to be on the level or the depth that you are. And so there it is again. So one person was always being the bigger person. The other person was showing up. Do you see that face? There's those puppy dog eyes. This person don't even have their hands up to give anything in return. So it looks like here, one of y'all was the ride or die for the other. I got your back, 4 flat tires. It's me and you, baby. Me and you against the world. You showed up for your person. You held them. You helped build up. See that yellow house? You would build up their confidence. You always gave because you loved them, despite them being a little on the immature side. But guess what ended up happening to you? They didn't show up for you like that. When you needed somebody to rescue you, they didn't show up. See, they didn't give you a cup. They didn't show up for you. So one of y'all was being a ride or die. The other one fell back. And this is now how somebody has said, never again. I will not come in rescuing someone else out of a situation and being done wrong and getting taken advantage of. Now I have to leave. And it made this person sad, but I have to go take care of me. I have to go find my peace. I got to take care of me. I can't worry about you like this because you just did me dirty. The Knight of Cups. When I needed somebody to have my back, nobody had it. How you doing, Laura Smiles? Hey, Roxanne. You said it. You know what, Roxanne? We talk about it all the time. It's okay that you still love your person. Love does not always start for us at the same time. That's why one person sometimes says, I love you before the other one. Love develops when it develops, and it's okay if you loved your person and they did not love you in return. Now, it's a little sad because if they don't love you in return, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be there for you the way you will be there for them. And it's okay if you still love your person despite the fact that they hurt you. It takes time to heal. So just take the time you need to heal. Hey, it's Black Magic Player. Welcome to the channel. What'd you say? You was left high and dry in the hospital? I was too, John. I was too. I had nearly passed out. My husband dropped me off at the hospital and left me there. Skinny. I had lost a lot of weight. I was dehydrated, severely dehydrated, very weak, and malnutrition from just like I was just under so much stress. And he dropped me off and left me there. It happens, baby. And then I wasn't done like that just once. I got done like that a second time by somebody I thought was my person. But I'm still smiling. What don't break you, make you, baby. So don't y'all keep smiling, keep going. Oh, baby, I'm okay. I'm all right. All right, Spirit, what you got? What's up, Bernadette? Yeah. Listen, God had me go through a lot of stuff so I can help all y'all. How you doing, Lakeisha? What's up, Darlene? Deborah Knight? How you doing? So, that's why I know so much, because I done been through everything. 9 of Pentacles is in the upright. Somebody's coming back stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. 9 of Pentacles is in the upright. 2 of Wands is in reverse. What you got, Holy Spirit? Lovers is in reverse. Not King of Pentacles is in the upright. 8 of Cups in the upright. So despite you having to carry everything, baby, you make it look like it's easy. You carried everything, but man, you made it look easy. Hi, Sky Queen Mother. What's up, Roy Wilson? You make it look easy. You're out here as the 9 of Pentacles, sweetheart. 9 of Pentacles. You have fully healed. Despite being left for juggling. Remember, you start out, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, but you did with the help of the divine. You see that little blue bird on top of her hat? Somebody has a relationship with the Most High. The Most High sits on your crown. You take in divine inspiration. Somebody communicates with the Most High. And so by listening to divine direction, this is how you were able to get to healing. And now you're not codependent on anybody but the Most High. And so now you are healed spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. You went through all 5 stages of healing. Congratulations. Now, someone did not know because they had no plans on you. Well, I guess this is you. You know, you have no plans on ever going back. Now that you've healed, you have no plans on coming out of whatever you done got in. Somebody is out here. I don't know. Maybe you like being single, baby. You know how sometimes you just realize I just do better by myself. Somebody here does better by themselves. It's hermit mode. This is Virgo energy. Somebody's like, I have no plans on coming out of hermit mode. I don't need a partner. I don't need a partner. Lovers is in reverse. Somebody does not want a partner. They stand more financially sound as the King of Pentacles when they're by themselves. So they're walking away from this thing here. Where I got to come in and rescue somebody, that'll never happen. Because it's just going to be me from here on out. I ain't got to worry about rescuing anybody. If I give to a good cause. But when it comes to giving to a relationship, they're like, I'm not giving. And I'm going to maintain my stability. Because I worked for it. You're very, very stable. But you're walking away from giving to relationships that don't work anymore. So I understand. That makes sense. It happens. It happens. What's up? Is that glow? What's your name? Gloso? No. Glocklow. Is that how you say it? Glocklow? How you doing, baby? The print is so small, baby. Welcome to the channel. Bethany Elliott. Hey, girl. How'd I miss you? Welcome to the channel. Okay. So somebody has decided that maybe being single is just the best thing for them to maintain their peace, to maintain their funds, and to remain stable. How you doing, Jacinta? So, you know, it happens. New York's dreams, NYX dreams. How you doing, baby? The High Priestess is in reverse. So it's about to be revealed. It's no secret that you are now in the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody had no plans on you coming out of this. So like this person who left you without, left their position, they thought you were going to stay like this. Somebody thought that you was going to stay in the 8 of Swords. That your hands were going to stay bound. You weren't going to be able to see her how she's blindfolded. Oh, collective's not see how everything's dry. All the water's drying up. Oh yeah, everything's drying up for them. They'll never have everything they need without me. they'll be stuck. They're going to stay like this. Somebody thought that it was out that you were going to stay like this. So in other words, they didn't know that you had went through this glow up Nine of Pentacles thing. Somebody thought you was going to stay down. You had broke down and was going to stay down. They had no idea you had been working on Pentacles the entire time. Somebody didn't know that you committed yourself. There may have been times where you may have wanted to go out. How you doing, Shavetta? So here it is. There may have been times that instead of going outside during the summertime or when it was warm outside and the people were having fun, you were inside working, doing what you needed to do. What's up, Ja? Illy Pure. Welcome to the channel. So somebody committed themselves to hard work. When other people were having fun, you were staying inside, working very hard, very diligently on trying to get yourself out of this situation where this person thought you was going to stay in. Hope came. Star, you worked so hard that there was no way but for you to get up. See, hope is, all right, I hope to get out of this, but what do they say? Faith without works is dead. So you may hope to get better, but you was putting in the action by divine grace with that big old star, all that work that God was going to reward you with coming out of that. And see, this is how you was going to get back stable. All that hard work as the King of Pentacles was going to work out. How you doing, stressless? What's up, Maya J? So here it is. Somebody thought that you was in the Five of Pentacles. So here it is. Somebody had no idea what was going on with you. Okay, so here it is. They thinking you're in the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, but you were really inside in secret. See, this is what was happening when you was in hermit mode. See, you were in hermit mode working. This is what you was doing. See, even the hermit is working. You see her laps out. This is all you was doing. Inside working. And somebody did not know that in secret you were working. So they're thinking from the outside looking in, collective, they're still over there. They're in the dark. Any minute they'll come back to me. They need me. Because see, all they could see was what your circumstance. They didn't know what you was working in secret. And then in secret, you was busting your ass to become the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And now, so they were waiting on you to come back. This immature person. Remember, I started off saying they don't think like you do. They're not as financially mature as you are. And when it comes to like certain situations, this person is thinking like a child. Now, what is a child's way of thinking? Well, if I don't have it, then I need to go back to the person that does. But an adult says what? It's my responsibility. I done got myself in this shit. I got to figure out a way to get out of it. That's what an adult does. So they were expecting from their childish way of thinking that you were supposed to come back. And they was waiting on you to come back. How you doing, Katie? Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you, baby. Let's talk about it. So somebody was waiting on you to come back. The Empress is here in the upright. Yeah, baby. They did not know that you had worked so hard you became the Empress. Everything you touched was turning to gold. Secret's out now. Yeah, the secret is out now. Everything you touch turns to gold. Look at light team. Everything you touch turns to gold. But the wheels started turning in your favor. What does God say? You reap what you sow. The universe, what is another word? Karma. You're only going to get, whatever you put out is what you get back. You was putting out a lot of work, a lot of good. So the universe had to return like for like. You was putting in a lot of hours, a lot of hard work. And it means that wheel had to start turning you in favor because you had to reap what you sow. That is a universal law. You will reap what you sow. You were sowing well. So you had no choice but to come out of the Eight of Swords. No choice but to come out of the Eight of Swords. So Empress energy, we got Taurus out here. So here it is. You're doing really, really, really well. How you doing, Tanisha? Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. This person thought that without them, you would not have the Ten of Pentacles because it just came in reverse. Somebody thought that you was left out of legacy wealth without them. Not knowing. Now, the only reason they thought that you was left out was because this person, you and them weren't talking. Remember, you had already left this person and this person had already left you. You had moved towards peace. So you're like, y'all, there's a blockage of communication. So you and this person, there's no communication. So because there's no communication, they're thinking you still don't have no money. You still don't have no money. She still think you don't have no money. Hey, Cat. How you doing, Cat Bud? What's up? What's your name? Feefok. How you doing? Is that how you say it? Feefok. How you doing? Okay, let's see. What is that? Four of Swords. I'm trying to tell you, somebody thought about it all the time. Collective is over here broke, out here in the cold. They don't have everything they need. Remember, the Two of Wands was in reverse. They thought you didn't have everything you need. You were going through a stormy time. Really, really bad time. Hey, Terry Bumblebee. Somebody I'm telling you, they thought about it. You was going to come back just to get some stuff off the ground with them. Now, I told you, Terry, you said, who is he and who does he think he is? Well, I told you, this person's immature, so they're not looking at stuff like you. So, because that's what they would have did. In order for stuff to get off the ground with them, you were always the one who came in with the gifts, right? So they thought, well, if the shoe is on the other foot, then clearly Collector's going to need me now. But see, you were always the one who was the adult here. You was always the one who was showing up here. So your person thought, well, now if I'm doing better, then surely Collective is going to come over here to me. But see, you are used to adulting. And what do adults do that are used to adulting? You figure it out. And you just do what you got to do. You just do what you got to do. You said Feedlock is a fake account, FYI. Oh, okay. Well, if you're a fake account, you got to go, baby. Thank you to my beautiful Charlottes. Thank you, baby, for letting me know that was a fake account. Page of Cups is in reverse. This is somebody who put you in a one-sided situation. But it don't matter. Doesn't look like them putting you in a one-sided situation didn't do nothing but help you. You know, sometimes when people do stuff and it seems one-sided, it looks like they're trying to hurt you. But really all they're doing is getting out of your way so you could do what you do best, baby. Make money. Make money. This person put you in a one-sided situation and thought that they was hurting you. All they did was get out your way so you could get your work done. Thank you for getting out of the damn way. Now I can focus. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. It says Nine of Cups is here in the upright. This is somebody who thought that you was in a one-sided situation. But see, look at this. You were going for your personal wish fulfillment, which was turning your luck around. This one-sided situation to do that will put you in a position for you to turn your luck around. And now that you have, this person who didn't give anything to the connection, they didn't give anything. Now their personal wish fulfillment is to get up and come back towards you and make an offer after the fact. Now, mind you, they want to come and give after you done already got yourself out the hole. You are showing up in Empress energy. You have the Midas touch. How you doing, Valerie? And what's up, Ryan? Welcome to the channel. So, and Elise, how you doing, baby? So here it is. You are out here and you're doing a damn thing. Now they want to give to it. Knight of Pentacles is in the upright. They're a lot late. Now they're saying, well, you're the one I want now, baby. This immature person who left you in a bad situation that you dug yourself out of now wants to come back and invest in the relationship and tell you you're the only one I want. Now, being at this Seven of Cups, at one time, so this lets me know they thought that they was going to do better than you. They thought they had options. All right, now they want to come back. Now they want to dig up the relationship with you. What's up, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? David Joseph, how you doing? Yeah, somebody really thought that they were going to come back after they was out here selfish, King of Cups. This is somebody you cannot depend on. This is somebody who is self-focused. When the going gets tough, they only think about themselves. This is somebody who will not have your back whatsoever. will not have your back. They just really want to have their own back. Now, this selfish person wants to come back and get stuff off the ground with you. And now they want to come back because you are sitting in Emperor's position. Interesting. What is the conclusion of the matter, Holy Spirit? 5 of Cups. They would like to restore your faith. Thank you. I see. Listen, if you happen to have been in any of my lives, y'all, especially the collectives, I see y'all's comments. Some of y'all say the most beautiful things. Like, John, thank you for every kind word you said last night. I saw them. I see all y'all's comments. I do go back and read them because sometimes y'all be talking to me and I miss it while I'm channeling. But I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for the loving kindness y'all show me. I appreciate y'all so much. So very much. Y'all just don't even understand. This person wants to restore your faith after cheating. I told you they had options. Thank you. I love y'all too. Listen, this is somebody. Thank you. Two house for the 100, Jewel, and welcome to the channel. So here it is. You're the Senate in Ophiuchus. I know that's right. How you doing? Okay, so here it is. Somebody would like to restore your faith after cheating on you, breaking your heart, and putting you in a stormy situation. They want to tell you they see you as their 10 of cups. You're my happily ever after. Even though I cheated on you, you're really my happily ever after. You're the one I want now. This person, again, remember, they're immature. They're so, oh my God, not the Knight of Wands. This person is very sexually impulsive. I don't like when my Knight of Wands comes out because that means they really impulsive. They like everybody. This is somebody who they dibble and dabble. I'm going to stop saying that they like to be on both sides of the pond, baby. And there goes light. This person is very lustful. Very lustful. And you know, people who are super duper lustful, they get bored with the one thing and they start trying everything. Because it's like they're lustful. And so you get bored and they start trying to do other things to kind of excite them, get their engines revved. So this is somebody who is playing out here in the streets. They like a little of everybody. Doesn't matter the age. Doesn't matter the sex or the gender. Doesn't matter. And there's nothing wrong with that provided you're telling people. But this is probably somebody hiding it. But the person, because see, you did not know that now this person wants to come and offer this to you after giving it to everybody. Now, I have said in one reading, and I was being a little sarcastic, like this person acted like they was giving, like doing you a favor. It's yours now, baby. You ain't got to worry about me giving this to nobody. This is only you. Now, that's not a prize. It's not a prize if somebody is saying, I'm only going to give you my dangling vagina, but everybody has already had it. It's like getting washed up goods and somebody saying, you like this bag? Everybody wear this bag out. You want to use this bag? The bag is crumpled, stretched out, disgusting. And they want to give you this bag. Everybody very tainted. But they acting like they are a prize. This is somebody who wants you to see them as a prize, even though they're very irresponsible. Emperor in reverse. This person can't hold their position for nothing. We've seen that with that King of Wands in reverse. They're not a leader. This is not somebody who can provide. This is not somebody, and listen, when I say provide, even if you're masculine, you expect your feminine or whoever your partner is, even if you're same sex, you expect your partner to show up and to carry their load, right? There's certain things, I do certain things you do, and you need to be responsible for what your part is. This person's irresponsible. They will drop their position and just leave you unexpectedly to handle everything. So this is chaos. This person will cause chaos. But despite that, they want to come back and apologize to you and say they're sorry for cheating on you because they want to get back into a relationship with you. They never gave to the relationship. And when they do come back, they're coming back as a Knight of Pentacles. They're not even coming back as an emperor or a king. They're coming back as a knight. And this is the slowest moving knight of them all. So trying to build with this person and getting them towards marriage, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while before this person even hits your standard of what a husband or a wife or a partner looks like. Because that horse is standing still. And he's holding the seed. So this will be like a long engagement. It takes forever before this person could turn into marriage material. This is just somebody who don't want to see you single. They don't like the idea of you being single with all that money. That's what that is. All right, Holy Spirit, let's get the energy at the bottom of the deck, please. Oh, y'all, please forgive me. Me and my little hurt head, I be throwing whole decks of cards. The energy at the bottom. Sun in the upright. 5 of Wands in reverse. Page of Pentacles in the upright. Hierophant in reverse. 7 of Pentacles in the upright and the Ace of Wands. You're focusing on your happiness. Your faith has actually already been restored. You and the divine has restored your faith, and you're happy by yourself. See how she's sitting on this horse by herself? You're very, very stable and you're happy. See how the sun, it looks like the sun is definitely facing you. You're very shiny. You're shining right now by yourself. You've come out of chaos and conflict. Now, while all of this, despite somebody cheating on you, you've healed, you've come out of the chaos and the conflict. This person with the 10 of Cups who now sees you as their happily ever after, they see you as their happily ever after because they're immature and they're not good with money. You remember I said it earlier. I said they're showing up as childish energy. They are a Page of Pentacles. So of course they see you as their happily ever after because you have money. They don't have a lot to contribute. This is somebody you're not interested in marrying. Hierophant. Remember, we just said some of y'all are very comfortable being single. You don't want to go into a divine partnership. See the 2 down here looking like they're getting ready to get married. You're not wanting to marry this person. You think it would just be better if you did your own thing because with this person, because of their irresponsibility, their money always comes in very slow. So this is somebody who, like, if they did have a job, they would just up and quit. I don't want to work. I ain't got to take what you say. Look, boss tells me to do something. I ain't got to do that. Who you talking to? I quit. This is a person who will quit real quick. See, they'll drop their responsibility. They'll quit their job. They'll just walk out on stuff. I didn't feel like going today, so I slept in. Like that type of stuff. This is why their money comes in slow. Because of they're being irresponsible. And see, an emperor has to do what? Make a head over heart decision. They have to be smart about stuff. Strategic. I can't just go out here and just throw caution to the wind. But when not this person, when they're a Page of Pentacles, this is somebody who would just do whatever the hell they want to do. This person, despite that, they would like to birth something new with you. They still find you very sexually attractive. Even though they didn't be with everybody, they would like to come back and apologize for being a whore. And they would like to tell you they're sexually attracted to you and they want to start over. They want to birth something new with you with the Ace of Wands. Gross. Energy at the top of the deck. Magician in the upright. Hanged man in reverse. Judgment in reverse. 6 of Wands in the upright. 3 of Cups in the upright. Ace of Cups. This person is actively trying to manifest you. But I can read this 2 ways. You are a master manifester. And you're happy. Listen, it looks like you have manifested your ass off. You are living the life you want to live. Your faith has been restored. You manifested. Now, to be a master manifester, see, you have all the tools necessary. All you had was all you needed. But see, this does not just mean I have the tools. I know how to use the tools. So you manifested by not just wishing and dreaming, but putting into action to get to your happiness. You are no longer caught up in that 8 of Swords. Remember I said somebody thought you was caught up in the 8 of Swords? They thought you was upside down. You are now right side up. See all that light around your head? You are enlightened. You have a whole new perspective. Do you know what that new perspective is? I don't necessarily need a relationship, baby. Judgment is you calling judgment and it's in reverse. I don't need to resurrect a relationship if I'm just going to be the one doing all the work. That's your new perspective. Especially if somebody's showing up as a page, I don't need to resurrect nothing where somebody is going to put me. It's like really looking at a person and going, you know what? If I get with you, even if I'm attracted to you, I'm going to end up doing a lot. And that might not be a position I want to be in. So I don't need to resurrect a relationship no matter how much you care about this person. You could love somebody to pieces and not do it again. You're saying you're calling judgment. I'm not resurrecting a relationship. You're going to go ahead and stay single because that's where you're most victorious. You're winning when you're by yourself. You're victorious. All eyes on you, because it's like people really take notice of you because your confidence is higher. You are out here, you're winning at the game of life. When you're by yourself, you don't have anybody still sabotaging you. All you had was all you needed, you and God, and you figured it out. And so you're riding very pretty. Now this person, you're not interested in this person eating from your table or celebrating with you with the 3 of Cups in reverse. If you're not contributing to the table, you know how people say, what do you bring to the table? Nothing. So you're saying you're not going to bring nothing to the table? Your money's coming in so you're not contributing at all? Then you can't sit here. I'm not telling you I don't want you to eat, but you just can't eat with me. So this person is not allowed to eat with you. And guess what? You have a brand new beginning and blessings in overflow. Your cup is full. So full, it is overflowing. This is because you've been pouring into yourself. Congratulations. Look at y'all out here. Look at this. Your cup is full. When you constantly give to somebody else and they're not giving, that relationship's out of balance. One of y'all going to be pouring more than the other. And now your cup is so full, you're overflowing. And it looks so excellent on you. Energy in the center of the deck. Let's see what we have here. This is stressing somebody out. The fact that you're a master manifester, the fact that you're happy, the fact that your faith has been restored, it is stressing someone else out. Why? Because they missed the way you used to look at them and love them with the Queen of Cups. Somebody used to be the object of your affection. And what's crazy is they see it now. With the Hangman up under here, somebody's going, I really meant something to Collective. But Collective doesn't want a new start. Collective doesn't see this person the same. Fool in reverse with Judgment. You don't want to start over because you just don't see them the same. But the moment that you don't see them the same, they now recognize your value in their life and they want to come back and they're stressed out about it. This is somebody who desperately wants to apologize. With the 5 of Swords, this is a point where they wanted to win at all costs. 5 of Swords is in reverse. This is somebody who wants to come back and apologize to you. I know I cheated on you. I know I made you want to walk away. I'm so sorry. You feel like getting back with this person would be like walking in the darkness and getting caught up with the devil. One, because it's toxic. One-sided relationships where you're giving and you feel like you're the only one giving energy, that's toxic. That is karmic. This person has an overindulgence problem. This is somebody you don't want to be chained to them because you know how like y'all, have you ever gotten with an energy vampire or you gotten like you try to help somebody and you thought that they was going to get up off their feet, but you don't want to be mean and just put them out? This is like putting a chain on yourself. It's like, man, I done got myself into something way more than I intended. This will make you feel like you're in the dark. And when you're in the dark, you don't know how to get out of it. That's very karmic. This person overindulges. And if they're not helping themselves get up, then you're going to get caught. Give it till there's nothing left. And then you're like, how the hell do I get out of this? How do I get out of this relationship? You don't want to do it. So you're not even going to talk to this person. Page of Swords. There's nothing left to talk about. Been there, done that. I have got the certificate that says, I have healed. I've learned a lot from being in this. I don't want to do this relationship again. God bless. Listen, that's it. That's all I got for Ophiuchus. I want to thank everybody who joined me for this Ophiuchus reading. I told you my Ophiuchus readings are a little bit like collective readings. Thank you all for the 177 jewels, the monetary donations from John, and the 119 likes. Even though it's 182 of y'all in here, or 179. If y'all would please double tap y'all screen in the center by my face, and let's get the likes up. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and the notification bell. And you'll know when I upload. Y'all know if you need a personal, hit that I am the light at the bottom of the screen at where it says I am the light. It's yellow. That is the email at iamthelight@gmail.com for personal readings. Give me about an hour and we'll be back, a little less than an hour for the collective. It'll be around, I might do 9:45, give y'all a little full hour. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all then at the collective. Okay, y'all, God bless. And if y'all are out here where it's lots of snow, stay warm. Even Miss Linda down there in Florida who says it's freezing. Thank you, Cindy, for the floating heart, and John for the floating heart. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Amanda. Love y'all. I'll see y'all at the collective at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. Until then, bye, baby.